drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. Overheard them mention hater, not a pretty word like moist or moisture. Wanna quit but you know I'm a soldier. Try to get me out, you know it's game over. Say it's toxic, chaotic, unhealthy. Always play my cards right, don't test me. I'm not here to play nice, no I can't be. And if you're trying to stop me, that's a guarantee. Too many people try to get me out, and it worked for a second, but I'm back now, better than ever. Welcome to the drama castle. I am your drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. You try to stop me, but you can't. Too many people try to stop me, but you can't. You can't. Black magic, night walker, she haunts me like no other. Nobody told me love is pain. Oh, black magic, dark water, surrounds me like no other. She's got my heart in chains.
We're volatile, I can't call it though. It's like too large a pig and too small a hole. But she cheats and I catch her like the common cold. Last time I broke a collarbone, she tolerable. All I know is that the sex is phenomenal though. We're an unlikely pair, like two different Nike Airs. But I'm the same size she wears, so I think we're soulmates though. People don't like us together, but like we care. Yeah, but God strike me dead. She knows that I would walk over hot coals for her with both of my feet bare. But soon as I ask to hit, it's like she grabs a switch and turns me over her knee, cause my ass is whipped. Yeah, and I got her back with violence. So when she stabs me in mine, it's like I just can't feel the knife. As she pokes, jabs, and slices, one minute she'll build me up, the next she'll push me down. Probably why she calls me dumbbell. She lifts me up, then puts me down. But I am under her thumbnail, I must be under her spell. It's like looking right into a gun barrel. None of these hoes can fuck with my girl, she got that
Black magic, night walker, she haunts me like no other. Nobody told me love is pain. Oh, black magic, dark water, surrounds me like no other. She's got my heart in chains.
We wake up, break up, make up like Maybelline. Now she's all made up like make-believe. Probably why she's so fake to me. But what the fuck's it gonna take for me to make her see? Strip her naked and take her keys. I've been planning this thing for weeks, but I can't tell if I'm awake or asleep. But if this is actually happening, sucker for pain. I'm stuck in this radioactive pattern, but her by her motherfucking hairs. All I imagine dragging. She lunges, attacks and scratches, but I ain't gonna stand for that shit. Like half of the national anthem as I stab, I'm laughing. So much for witchcraft and magic. Abracadabra that bitch, no turning back, I'm blacking. As I say farewell to the love of my life, I cut and I slice, I give her one last hug goodbye. Wipe the blood off my butterfly knife. Watch her fucking die right in front of my eyes. But in hindsight, think I just wanted to see what her insides look like. As I pop another 5 bites, that's what this high's like. Look down, there's blood on my knife. Shovel at my side, blood on my mic. Now wake up to music to be murdered by like. This is shit, I just want us to kill it, you.
Black magic, night walker, she haunts me like no other. Nobody told me love is pain. Oh, black magic, dark water, surrounds me like no other. She's got my heart in chains. Black magic, night walker, she haunts me like no other. Nobody told me love is pain. Oh, black magic, dark water, surrounds me like no other. She's got my heart in chains. Black magic, night walker, she haunts me like
Hello, beautiful YouTube. Hello, Comicsgate. How y'all doing? Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Salute to all of you soldiers out there, you active and veterans alike. This is your day. So hope you are treated with the utmost respect as you deserve. So shout out to all of you soldiers out there who are serving or have served. Y'all are the real MVPs. God bless y'all. Seriously. Yes, happy USA. I mean, I would say, even though I know it's gonna be a hot thing, but like anyone who serves any military, salute. Regardless if you're USA or any place, like serving in the military is just not fun. Saying the training they put you through, you give up your freedom so you guys can protect ours. So I appreciate that. Appreciate all the soldiers out there. So with that said, today I have to do a call out. I have to do a call because even though Lord Raptor Jesus and me, we cool. I gotta call him out. I gotta check him because he had time. He had plenty of time. So now we gotta call his ass out. We gotta call his ass out. But hello to the chat. We got a lot of people over here on YouTube. We got the son of Jarrell, TJ, saying, "Get his ass, girl. Get his ass." We going to Tristan there. That's new says, "Oh boy, I know, but I got to call up my peoples. I got to call them out. I got to call him out. And y'all can blame Krazy Kat because this all started because of Krazy Kat. Okay, so that's what we got to do. We got to call him out. And Krazy Kat, I had to do it because Krazy Kat would not let me die without saying, "Oh, you're sweeping. But nah, I was waiting. I was giving it time, Krazy Kat. You got to give people some time, man. You got to give people time to like see what they're going to do before you jump down their throats, okay? So I had to give this man some time. And I gave him enough time. Anthony, hello, how are you? We got Cowboy Bebop in the chat. What's going on? We got Susan B in the chat. We got Danny. Hello, Danny. Hope you have a good day. Hopefully you're having a great day. We got Parasolo here with some cheers in the chats. Appreciate you. We got Lunchbox here. Anyways, so what's this about? Y'all probably want to know. So, I believe it was like last week I did a stream, y'all. I did a stream last week. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this, but I did a stream last week. I don't know if y'all were here for it. Some of you were, some of you weren't. But I did a stream where we were talking about Vito and Dave Masterson reacting to a 911 call, or I guess a call to the police. Okay. And then it got a little derailed. And so this was a stream here. As soon as it loads, anytime you're ready, computer, let's go. Yes, Tony was there. So we have
no arguments for me.
We have this caller. I won't say call, sorry. We have this oh my god, what is going on with my computer? My computer's being so goofy right now. Yes, Tony was there. Yes, a lot of people were there. So we have this stream I did, right? And I had some calls, got a little derailed because Krazy Kat brought up, because Lord Raptor Jesus joined the chat. What the hell is going on with this? This is like annoying me. My computer's acting so, oh my god. My computer's acting so weird. Anyway, screw it. You guys get the point. I don't know why my computer's being goofy. It's not like blowing up the screen. It's being weird. So we're just going to stop sharing that because that's really getting annoying. Anyways, y'all get the point. I did a stream last week. And Lord Raptor Jesus came into the chat and, was interested in what I was talking about. But Krazy Kat decided to take the time to call out Lord Raptor Jesus because, see, I'm not really in tune with all the drama involving Comicsgate and whatnot. So I was kind of just like, I don't know what's going on with Lord Raptor Jesus, but he was going after Katie did and calling Katie did out for some stuff that was dropped, a while back, whatever. Long story short, this involves good old Yellow Flash. What up, Nick from Echo Base? How are you, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Love seeing you in the chat. So this goes to Yellow Flash, right? So basically, Krazy Kat called out Lord Raptor Jesus. Said, well, if you're going to call out Katie for any sussery involving anime children, well, we got to call out Yellow Flash because Yellow Flash did do a positive review on an anime called Redo Healer. And just to recap real quick on what Redo Healer is, it's a very sus anime. When I say it's a sus anime, it basically is an anime where the story is minors being R-worded, and that's it. That's the show. That's literally the show. It is about minors being R-worded. You know, so when Lord Raptor Jesus caught wind of this, wait, say Redo Healer. Why do you always drop the redo of Healer? I don't know, because who cares? Who cares? Why does it matter? It's a sick anime. Anyways, so when Raptor Jesus had heard about this, you know, we talked about it on the panel. Pretty much educated ourselves, because I did not ever hear of Redo of Healer. Okay, I never heard of it before. This is the first time I heard about it, so we were like, what is this? So I Wikipedia'd it, and yeah, it's pretty bad. So basically what we said, and what Lord Raptor Jesus has said, is like he would do a call out. He would mention that he would look into it, because on his channel, he has had Yellow Flash on his channel. He is cordial with Yellow Flash, but he also, you know, calls out other people like Ethan Van Sciver. He calls out Katie Did for, you know, Katie Did's involvement in some weird Inuyasha fan fiction shit, right? So I was like, all right, bet. If you're going to call out Katie Did for what she did, you have to call out Yellow Flash. And Lord Raptor Jesus said he would do it, right? Now, this is where it gets funny, y'all. Okay? So I did my stream, because as soon as I heard about the Yellow Flash, I did my stream. If y'all don't remember, here's the title. Gross, talking about Yellow Flash 2's lolly loving review, Redo Healer. I should change it to Redo of Healer, but I don't care. Who cares what the fucking name is, Tony? All right. So I did my almost 3-hour stream going over it, showing receipts, showing y'all the ages of the characters involved in this R-word fantasy type of anime. These are the ages of some of the characters you have on screen, the ones that are being assaulted, by the way. And we talked about how Yellow Flash had definitely gave his stamp of approval, gave it a 12 out of 10, and talked highly of this show, recommending it, saying how it was the best anime of all times, all that gross shit, right? So I do that. Now we're waiting to see if Raptor Jesus was going to honor what he had said on my stream, which is he was going to call out Yellow Flash and kind of bring this to his audience and say, hey, this is what Yellow Flash has done himself. Meanwhile, you know, while he's still calling out Katie Did, right? So first things first, he makes a post saying that he cannot do the stream that night because he wasn't feeling well. And there I am in the comment section saying, I did your homework for you whenever you're ready. Because I did that stream where I kind of put all of that out there. He didn't even have to do research. All he had to do was watch my stream and he would get the gist of it, right? So there was that. So then another post after that, he posted 4 days ago that he was still not feeling good, so he wasn't doing a stream. Cool. But here's the thing, right? Here's the kicker. He does a stream finally the other night. Okay? He does a stream the other night. And yeah, hold on. Hopefully it loads because I don't know what's going on with my computer today. Okay, here we go. Nice. Finally. Slow as hell today. I don't know what's going on. It's not even my internet. It's just being weird. So he does a stream 2 days ago. Okay? It is a 4-hour, 36-minute, and 12-second stream. Okay? Not a single mention of this. Okay? Not a single mention of any of that. All right? He does mention Katie Did, but he does not talk about Yellow Flash's redo of Healer. Okay? Now, obviously, I have to say something because, again, we got to call it out. If you're going to call out somebody else's actions involving some sus anime, why are you unwilling to call out Yellow Flash and his sus anime? Okay? That's what I want to know. And he will say, well, I'm just an entertainer. I'm just trying to make entertainment. You can do that. But you also do call outs. You call out people all the time, just like I do. Now you do it in a more entertaining fashion. I'll give that to you, Lord Raptor Jesus. You are very entertaining, sir. I will never take that away from you. I do enjoy your content. I do enjoy your humor, right? But if you're gonna use this channel to entertain people by also calling out people for the sus shit they've done, why are you now giving Yellow Flash a pass? Why are we giving Yellow Flash a pass, y'all? Because I think what Katie did, that whole situation, yes, that whole thing was kind of bad. I understand that. Like, we talked about it in depth, and I said, yeah, that's pretty sus. Like, that's gross, right? However, why are we ignoring this? Why are we ignoring this? By the way, shout out to my friggin' editing skills. I'm really proud of myself that I edited Yellow Flash's head to fit perfectly in this picture. Because those two characters are 13 and 14 years old. And there's Yellow Flash right there in the middle. You know, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful artwork on my behalf. Beautiful work on my behalf. So why aren't we calling this out? You know why? Because I think a lot of people would rather look the other way and kiss a bigger YouTuber's ass than do the right thing. That's what I think. That's how I feel. Because there's no explanation to why, you know, y'all are okay with one thing when it's somebody you don't like, or if it's somebody that you don't like because they're covering somebody you do like, versus like somebody like Yellow Flash who clearly y'all like over there, and that's fine if you do, but you stop calling out somebody for something that somebody you like also did, okay? I personally, I don't really care if you give a fuck about redo of healer. I don't care if you think it's gross or not at this point. I don't fucking care. To each their fucking own. I think it's fucking gross. I think anyone who likes it is probably just as gross, right? But if you're gonna call out one, you gotta call out the other. Just like how Lord Raptor Jesus said, well, to Krazy Kat, who's in the chat, well, Krazy Kat, you gotta call out Katie if I call out Yellow Flash. Well, I guess they don't, because you never called out Yellow Flash. You did a almost 4-hour stream. You did a 4-hour stream. You did an almost 5-hour stream, and not a single time did you bring up Yellow Flash in this redo of healer controversy, right? But keep going at Katie did. And I'm just going to have to say, Raptor Jesus, you're kind of a little bit of a hypocrite on that front. Little bit of a hypocrite on that front. Because I was in the chat and I was watching the show and I was like, well, I must see. And I didn't stay for the whole thing, but I went back and I kind of sped through it. Not a single mention of Yellow Flash. He went right to the EVS talk, reacted to all of that stuff. And then, you know, making shots at Katie did again. And I'm sitting here like, you can't do that if you're not going to call Yellow Flash. That's not fair. That's not fair. And I have to call out people even if I like you. I got to call you out. Gotta call you out because you said on my channel. You said you were going to do it on my channel. You called in. We had fun. We reminisced. Had a good old time. Unfortunately, I had to like rewatch all the Katie did stuff. But here we are. Here we are, like a week later. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, guys. Nothing. Ain't that wild? Ain't that wild? Like how? Like we literally put this on the screen. We had this on the screen. I read to Lord Raptor Jesus what the show was about. He was like, "That's gross." He went and looked it up on Wikipedia page. He saw the cover art for one of the mangas, and he's like, "What the fuck is this? This is gross." Exactly. But yet we ain't gonna call out Yellow Flash, Lord Raptor Jesus. Come on, Lord Raptor Jesus. You are supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to be better than that. But again, what can I expect from people in Comicsgate? You know, what can I expect from people from Comicsgate? I've been an orbiter of Comicsgate for a very long time, and I will say that, yes, I have been an orbiter, okay? And one reason I didn't get too involved in Comicsgate is because I saw that there was a lot of content creators who just played the game. They just played the game. I agree. I mean, it is hypocritical, but you know, there's a lot of people in the YouTube Comicsgate sphere. They just play the game, and I start to question: do y'all really care about Lolly and stuff like that? Is that really a serious issue for y'all? Because if it was, you would call it all out instead of just keep like your mouth shut. And now here's another thing I will say, right? I made a comment about Matt Barr and using racial slurs on the locale universe and stuff. And Lord Raptor Jesus' response was like, well, he's a grown man. He does what he wants, right? But you platform him, man. Like, you're platforming this person. See, there's a difference between, yes, a person is responsible for their own words, their own actions. Sure, you're not you're not the police, right? You're not the moral police, right? But at the same time, you can control allowing that on your platform, allowing that in your sphere. And Lord Raptor Jesus, have to call you out again, sir. You thinking that Matt Barr, being as special as Matt Barr is, using racial slurs openly like he has, is going to make your brand over there look any better. It's not. It's unless you want to invite a bunch of racist, misogynistic incels into your community like John De La Rose did. Have at it, have fun, have a blast. But it also is going to give you a very bad taste in people's mouths. And it gave me a little bad taste in my mouth, Lord Raptor Jesus. I can't lie. Like I said, I've known you for a while. We go way back, but you're leaving a bad taste in my mouth, sir. You're leaving a bad taste in my mouth. And I just can't sit here and not be, true to myself and not call that shit out. Because that's kind of what you did. That's kind of what you did. I had expected you to honor that. I expected you to honor that. I did the research for you. I did your homework for you. Like, you didn't even need to do anything. You didn't even have to do anything. That's the crazy part. Right here, boom, I did your homework for you. That's it. That's it. And you didn't have to do much. You could just be like, so it came to my attention that Yellow Flash was supporting some nasty ass anime. Like, it's not like it's fan fiction. This anime is like literally a thing. It exists. It's not fan fiction. It's literally an anime that exists. It's controversial in Japan, which is saying a lot because Japan usually has very weird shit anyways. But if this anime is even controversial in Japan, that's even worse. How do you know Raptor isn't going to address the Yellow Flash issue in a future show? Because he said he was going to do it. He said he was going to do it on his next show. That's how I know. He said it on my stream. That's how I know. That's how I know. You don't do a friggin' 4-hour and 36-minute stream and not mention the biggest fucking story you got right there. Like, bro, you had Yellow Flash on your channel not too long ago, so why wouldn't that be one of the things you bring up? Especially how disgusted he sounded when he found out about it. That's where I'm at. Like, you were disgusted, sir, when you found out about this anime. And then even more disgusted when you found out Yellow Flash was promoting the fuck out of it. And again, I did the research for you. I showed the clips of where Yellow Flash was promoting this anime. I showed plenty of clips. There were plenty of clips. There was a screenshot of him posting it on his Twitter page. I mean, what more do you want? I can't imagine somebody being that disgusted with finding all this out wouldn't do their next stream and at least mention it once. Like, I'm not asking this man to do a whole excerpt. I'm not asking him to make an hour-long documentary about it. It's like, he didn't even mention it once. He didn't even mention it once. I don't know about y'all, but that doesn't sound like somebody who's really interested in talking about it. But he'll talk about Katie did and all the stuff that happened there, but he won't talk about what Lil Flash did. It's almost like because Katie did is not a big content creator and Yellow Flash is, so having Yellow Flash on your channel and having Yellow Flash in your good graces seems more beneficial to people, because I do feel like people put that way over actual morals and standards, because I don't understand what's going on. Douglas, what the hell did you say? IRJ clicks ARJ. Oh, Lord Raptor Jesus licks Clout from Yellow Flash's balls. I mean, I'm sorry, Lord Raptor Jesus, but that's kind of the optics of this situation, man. Because I don't understand how you can find out that Yellow Flash was into some actual sick shit, and not say something about it. That's kind of blows my mind. It's controversial, but based on when the age of consent changed in Japan and when this was written, it wasn't illegal. That's the only argument I had, because it sounds like this is being held to an American standards. Well, we watched the video of the creator of Redo of Healer saying how it was also controversial in Japan. Because the person who was doing the interview asked the creator of the anime. He said, it's controversial, in Western audiences, and he's like, oh, it's controversial in Japan here. He's like, it's controversial here too. Don't think it's not controversial here. And the creator even said he wanted to create something that was controversial, right? But it was kind of weird because first he said he did it because he wanted to tell a story that he likes, like type of stories that he's into, right? And then it turned into, well, I wanted to make something controversial and it's something that would sell. And I'm sitting there like, which is it? Did you actually want to write this smut, or did you actually want to make it controversial? Like, is it stuff that you're actually into? So that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. So, hello, Baki. How are you? How are you, Baki? Nice to see you in the chat. So, I had to call him out. I'm sorry, Lord Raptor Jesus, but you knew this was coming. I already told you. I told you two things after that stream. I said, number one, I'm going to be on your ass to make sure you honor what you said on my stream, which you did not, and I was on that ass, right? I showed y'all proof I was on that ass, okay? And then I told you if you didn't do it, this was going to happen. So don't say you weren't warned. But here's one thing I want to show y'all, right? Here's one thing I want to show you, because like I said, I called them out on this stream too. I called them out on this too. Because don't forget, I was watching the stream. I was in the chat. I was watching a good chunk of it, right? And then I got bored. Because there's only so many times. There's only so many times I can sit there and watch people talk shit about Ethan Van Sciver, which no offense, I just don't really care. But I definitely called him out again on the stream. Right here, I called him out. I said, fun stream. Notice how you didn't honor what you said you would do on my stream, but it's okay. I kind of had a feeling you wouldn't. Calling out Yellow Flash for supporting and discussing lolly anime isn't as entertaining as dog fuckers, I guess. Right? Right? I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Because that's just what happened. That's just what happened. I'm just saying. It's okay. Listen, Krazy Kat tells me I sweep all the time. I don't take it personally. That's just what Krazy Kat does. Anytime you don't say anything that Krazy Kat likes, you're just sweeping. So don't take it personally. I know it's controversial here. I was trying to ask the question in the last stream and you were on a rant. Yes, it's just disturbing and disgusting, but is it the writer's fault it found its way here? I mean, so here's the thing. Yes and no, because basically what happens is when a person writes basically it was a light novel, okay? So it started off as a light novel, and then it got picked up and became a manga. And then from mangas, usually mangas become animes. So if the manga sells well and does well, for some reason, this did well, which is crazy. Then it became an anime. And I actually don't know if it was dubbed. I don't know anything about that. Because again, I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to seek it out. But it's one of those things where it's like, it was still controversial. Even the creator said it was controversial in Japan. I mean, we all know why it's controversial here, but even so, some people still, like Yellow Flash and a bunch of other people, were like, yeah, this is such a great anime. And it's like, bro, what? Are we not real? Do we not remember that these are children? Like, these are the depictions of kids. And it's the greatest anime of all time. And yes, I will say that it is the writer's fault for creating it. Because we watched the interview where the creator said, I wanted to write something that I like things that I'm into, things I like. That's what he said. Things that I like, I want to write about things I like. And so he did. And that is what he came out with. That's just kind of what it is. And unfortunately, Comicsgate has its fair share of some sussery going on. We've already talked about how many predators were exposed during the many years of Comicsgate. So there we have it. I mean, I don't know, Lord Raptor Jesus. I guess we'll still give you time, but this is my official call out to you. This is my call out to you, sir. Because, you said you were going to do it. You didn't do it. You had a week. You had a week. You had plenty of time. And the very first stream you come back to after not feeling well was not mentioning it at all. He avoided that topic like a plague. Like a plague. So, I don't know why y'all are so far up Yellow Flash's ass, but he's a fucking prick. Like, he's a fucking prick. I wouldn't want to be buddy-buddy with an asshole. Like, he's a fucking asshole. Dude is fucking crazy. He's low-key crazy. I don't know why y'all want to sniff the farts out of that man's ass. I can't imagine it smells pleasant. So I don't know what y'all are doing over there. Acting like Yellow Flash isn't a piece of shit. I mean, you can say Ethan Van Sciver is a piece of shit, sure, but please stop acting like Yellow Flash ain't a piece of shit either. Usually the rule of thumb is if people are pieces of shit and they rock together and they stay together, they're probably all pieces of shit collectively. Shit likes to hang out with other shit. All right, they make piles of it. So that's why I'm sitting here like, you got to call it all out. You got to call it all out. Ain't no way. The dude simped so hard for Anna, that Star Wars girl. He must have loved her review. All her review did for me was let me know it was not for me. There you go. Hold on. No, we're not. So here's the thing. I see you bringing up Vic King. Okay. Everyone was cool with Vic King. I was cool with Vic King until I found out that Vic King was a registered sex offender. And that was the end of that relationship. That's all it comes down to. You can't blame everybody for Vic King when we didn't know about Vic King. You didn't know about Vic King until that came out. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Vic King was a registered sex offender, and once that came out, everybody cut ties with him. I would say everybody. I think some people try to hang on because the people who came out with that, they didn't really like them, so they just assumed that this was just another smear campaign or something. But now it turned out to be true. So everybody kind of kicked Vic to the curb, and nobody really talks about him. Nobody really should be talking about him because, like, can we not? Like, no. Issue is probably the wrong word. Okay, I'm cool then. That's only two things I find an issue with on both sides of this debate. I mean, it's not really a debate. Like, Redo of Healer is objectively a disgusting anime. Like, it literally depicts minors as young as 13 years old. One character I read was actually 11. I don't know if that character got assaulted, but it's pretty sick that this entire anime's whole purpose is to glorify revenge by R-wording minors. That is literally the premise of this anime. And Yellow Flash was like, stamp of approval, 12 out of 10. And everybody who doesn't remember this, and I wanted to say remember this because there are some people who knew it, but they never knew what Redo of Healer was, right? But a lot of people who did know what Redo of Healer was, and knew that Yellow Flash was a fan, and somehow them became fans themselves. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all have no problems calling other people out for such shit, but when it comes to people close to you, whatever, you don't want to call that out. Let me tell you right now, if somebody that was close to me I caught, and this has happened actually. This has happened, right? So somebody that I knew and it was very cool with had allegations against them. And now this was allegations that were decades old. So it was hard for me to even understand what was going on. I had people in my DMs trying to tell me about it. And I put distance between me and that person, right? So we kind of just put distance between me and that person. Cause like, I was just like, I don't want to be around any of that, right? Then another allegation came out, a more recent one. I was like, all right, that's it. I'm done. I'm moving on. We ain't fucking around with each other, right? So it's like, and it wasn't like somebody who's a big YouTuber or anything like that. It was just somebody that I knew, and I walked away. See how easy it is to keep your morals consistent, guys? Do you understand how easy it is to keep your morals consistent? Okay? You call out somebody, especially if you're a YouTuber who calls out disgusting behavior, blah, 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 blah. You got to call that out across the board. Doesn't matter if you're cool with that person. Doesn't even matter if you're trying to clout chase that person. The moment you find out that somebody that you're trying to clout chase did the same exact thing that you're calling somebody else for doing, you got to cut that cord. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. And then you have to have me come out and say, that's kind of hypocritical. Why are you doing that? You can't keep going at one person if you're not willing to call out the other. Oh, what? Because he was so kind to take time out of his busy schedule from putting out a comic book that he took time to come and hang out and chat with you guys on your stream about his comic book. So we gonna just act like he wasn't supporting a fucking disgusting anime or anything? That's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at, though. That's funny how that works. That's funny how that works. So yeah, sorry, not sorry, but I told you it was gonna happen, Lord Raptor Jesus. I told you if you weren't gonna honor your word on my stream, that is still on my channel. Y'all can go watch it if you want references, and we go over all the whole thing about Yellow Flash, love and redo of Healer. Okay, go back and watch that stream. I covered it to death. All right. So there's no excuse for anyone who was on that panel saying that they would call it out, and they have yet to do so. Now, I know the other person on the panel, because Krazy Kat's probably going to call the other person out too. The other person on my panel, Dean, he's always hated Yellow Flash. He has all the exposes on Yellow Flash. He has no problem calling that out. I know he won't. I know if I him right now, like, you better make a video on Yellow Flash, he would do it 100% hands down. Man's busy, but he'll get to it. He's a slow content creator. But Lord Raptor Jesus, come on now. Lord Raptor Jesus, I'm disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in you. Susan's here says, I've been following Saggy for a few years. Is Yellow Flash the same content creator that I've seen on Tug's channel? Yes, that Yellow Flash. That Yellow Flash. The same Yellow Flash that likes some really sus lolicon anime. That Yellow Flash, yes it is. Yes it is. What's up? Who we slamming today? Well, right now we're slamming Lord Raptor Jesus and Yellow Flash at the same time. It's a 2-for-1. It's a 2-for-1. That's the crazy part, man. That's what I said. Like, Comicsgate, I appreciate what Comicsgate is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be, let me get this off the screen. I don't even know why it's still on the screen. Comicsgate's supposed to be, you know, for indie comic book creators. Fuck the industry. Let's give indie comic book creators a time to shine, which I'm all for. I support anyone who's creating a comic book or any type of project that they're passionate about. I will always support that, right? So, with that said, though, it's mostly become a bunch of drama, a bunch of content creators just hating and shitting on each other's work and stuff. That's what it's become. And it's kind of sad because it takes away, for me personally, the whole point is to make and distribute good comics and good stories. So I saw a redo of Healer, the uncut version, and it's the same sick stuff to watch. Excuse me, I gotta clear my throat. To be honest, never thought all of these was it Foth-based guys like Yellow Flash and the gang would like it. Yep, they did. Again, do I have to keep putting it up there? Yellow Flash gave it a 12 out of 10, guys. A 12 out of 10, an anime about SAing minors. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Lord Raptor Jesus is anti-Comicsgate. That's his grift. I mean, he can be anti-Comicsgate all he wants. I don't really care if you're pro-Comicsgate, anti-Comicsgate. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is call out all the bullshit or don't call it out at all. You can't just nitpick and choose which person is disgusting for doing something that another person you like did. That makes no sense. That is hypocrisy. That is the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. And it keeps happening. And it's sad when it happens to somebody that you don't expect to happen to. And it happened to Lord Raptor Jesus. Lord Raptor Jesus, if you do not make a fucking stream and you do not take that time to call that shit out, I don't know, man. I think my relationship with you is going to be a little hindered after this, because there's no way you're telling me that you were on my stream talking about how disgusting redo of Healer was and how you were shocked that you didn't know that this is what Yellow Flash did, and then all of a sudden here we are and you ain't saying nothing. It's a little crazy to me. I mean, these guys hate Star Wars, but love anime that depicts the R, of little girls. I mean, yeah, think about it. Right. Not even of little girls. The main character was assaulted in the beginning, which started his path on being a predator. Like, that's the crazy thing. Yeah, someone check Yellow Flash hard drive ASAP. Exactly. You know? And this was like years ago. I think it was like, when was that clip? Hold on, let me put it back up. When was it? Let me see the date. It was in 2023. So this was years ago. How did this slip under everybody's noses? I really want to know how this slipped under everybody's noses, right? Because he's Yellow Flash. He has a big platform and no one gives a shit. Anybody who talks, anyone who sheds this light, they're haters and detractors. I'm sorry. I'm a hater because I'm calling out your best buddy over there, Yellow Flash, for liking some very sus fucking anime. I'm sorry. I didn't know that there were rules. Like, you can't call out Yellow Flash for liking some anime. But didn't Yellow Flash also make comments about Katie did when that whole situation came out too? Wasn't Yellow Flash one of those people who did that? And yet nobody wanted to bring up to him, well, oh wait, they did. And then it got swept under the rug. Oh, but we didn't know what redo of Healer is. Well, did you look it up? Did anybody who heard that story ever think, well, what is this and why is everyone so mad about it? No? Nobody looked it up? Wow, that's crazy. It's almost like y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck as long as it involves somebody you like. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Yes, Yellow Flash did. Well, I'm sorry, Yellow Flash. I think when it comes to one thing that's bad and the other thing that's bad, I mean, there's no balance of the scales. Like, it's just gross, right? But Yellow Flash of all people making any comments about that while endorsing redo of Healer is fucking wild to me. Wild. Yes, Lord Raptor Jesus did lie. I'm so disappointed in you, Lord Raptor Jesus. I expected better. I expected more from you. This is a damn shame. I know my tone sounds like I'm not being for real, but I am for real. Like, this is like insane that this even has to be discussed. Like, I don't understand why people will always say shit and then you find out they do some shit behind the scenes. Yellow Flash also called, yes, he did. Yellow Flash also did call Vito the P word many, many times. We saw it in the leaked DMs by Ethan Van Sciver. Him and Ethan Van Sciver pretty much called Vito the Predator word. Meanwhile, we have fucking Yellow Flash. Redo of Healer, guys. What's that say to you? Best anime of all times. 12 out of 10, guys. 13 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, 14 years old. Like, what? And like I said, remember my thumbnail? The 13-year-old is on the right. The 15-year-old, the 14-year-old's on the left. These are children. And the guy in the middle is 18 years old. They are children. They are children. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? And we just gonna act like that didn't happen. That's crazy. That is insane to me. And I'm so disappointed in anyone who is a content creator, especially platforming him, supporting him, while he's there shitting on people calling them predators, while y'all over there shitting on people calling them predators. Meanwhile, Yellow Flash is low-key a fucking weirdo for that shit. A fucking weirdo. Yes, Yellow Flash, you're a weirdo and a bitch. I've called you listen, the first time I had a chance to say something, I called this man a straight up bitch. And what did he do? He bitched out, ran out of a Discord, and cried to the Discord owner about it. He is a bitch from then and now and forevermore. Yellow Flash is the biggest bitch I've ever had the displeasure of encountering on this platform. He is a pussy ass bitch. Yellow Flash ain't a low-key weirdo. He's a high-key weirdo. Well, I say low-key because he tries to keep it low-key. You know? That disgusting clip I showed of him on frigging that dude Gator's YouTube channel talking with this chick, talk about how women just like R-word fantasies. They just want to be R-worded, guys. What's the problem? Women like it because they want to be R-worded, guys. What's the problem? Like, how can you be fucking looking at this man and thinking like he's a real person? This man is an NPC if I ever seen one, bro. A non-playable motherfucking character. I can't. It's really fucking weird. It's really weird. A relevant link about Yellow Flash in this drama. I don't know if I can play it. My computer's been acting weird. The last few days has been acting weird. I think I need to update it. But yeah. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on a second. I just like had to check something. By the way, thank y'all for donating to the GoFundMe. I appreciate it. I just got a notification. I was like, what is the notification? But anyways, thank you guys for all that. I appreciate y'all. Let me see what you're talking about. I'll play it through the audio on my phone because I don't trust my internet right now. My internet's being really not my internet, my computer. It's not even my internet. My internet's fine. It's actually just the computer that's being wacky. Let's see. Yellow Flash is a hypocrite. Let's see, a year ago.
Take one of Yellow Flash's, the little child wieners that are in his favorite manga.
I was like very shocked.
Pedo Flash. He runs so fast so he can evade the authorities.
How is that guy lecturing anyone about like morality and like being like, I can't believe anybody would look at this Inuyasha pornography. By the way, buy my friend's comic. What's it about? 14-year-olds who fuck each other.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Yeah. I really hate all this degeneracy
Like
and whatever else.
off screen? No. The entire comic is sex scenes of children.
Yeah.
What? Yellow.
Like,
Say it ain't so.
Dude, he had to throw that guy under the bus because of us.
You're proud of that guy. You're friends
Because
with
of
that
me.
guy, though, right? No. Delete
Yeah.
that. I haven't hung out with that guy in
Yellow Flash
years.
trained with a guy for 3 years who all
and that umbrella guy, Tug.
yeah,
And
and
all
all
they
they
did
did
was
was
be a therapist.
right, and they all like
He pretends to be a child therapist so he can pretend to be the expert on abusing children.
and they
he's
all
neither.
hung out with a guy who drew like genuine like comics of kids having
Child
sex.
pornography.
I mean, in a way,
It is drawn child pornography.
Okay, that's crazy. Hold on. Let me look at what is it called? Raging Golden Eagle. God, I'm afraid to look this up. Raging Golden Eagle. Raging Golden Eagle. Yes, they did name drop Tug. Yes. All right. Raging Golden Eagle. 18.5k followers. No, I don't have a layout for you to hop on, Tony. I don't have a layout for you to hop on. Otherwise, it's gonna look goofy. I don't even have the layout. Actually, I can go back to my old layout. Let me see. Raging Golden Eagles. I'm looking at it. Sick Fox Studios. Oh my god. Oh man. Hold on, Tony. Don't come on yet. I gotta fix the layout. Hold on. Give me a second, Tony. All right.
What's up, Sam?
What's up? We're talking about Lord Raptor Jesus not honoring what he said on the show.
I seen that. I seen you mentioned Raging Golden Eagle. He's another lolly enthusiast.
I'm looking.
Oh, he creates his own lolly book. He has his own lolly comic. I know this because Sturgis likes to promote it and tell us how great it is, and it's the best comic ever.
Yeah, no, this is crazy.
You know, Sturgis, and I hate to say this, but your buddy Homeless Larry also promoted Raging Golden Eagle.
And it's about kids, right?
Oh yes, but they're
Like, what's
monster
Raging?
kids, so it's okay.
Wait, what do you mean it's monster kids? Like, where do I get the information, the synopsis of this project?
Probably go to his Kickstarter.
Is it Indiegogo?
Maybe Indiegogo.
Wow, they made $34,000 for this. They do look like kids.
Oh, they are. If you scroll down to the bonus material, it gets even worse.
Oh, tentacle porn! Oh my god, there's tentacle monsters! Oh my good lord! How old are the characters?
I don't know, but they probably are children. I mean, I think this is one of those where they go, well, that's a 3,000-year-old demon that just happens to look like a toddler, so it's perfectly okay, guys.
Blade Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some tentacle monster things going on. Guys, guys, what?
I mean, it's called Sick Fox Studios, right?
I mean, yeah. I'm not going to show any of this because this is very questionable. And if you got to question it, nope, we don't talk about it. That's crazy. Yeah, there is some monsters and putting these characters in very questionable positions, and these characters look very young. I'm all set. I'm all set. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. I'm good.
And Raging Golden Eagle was best friends with Yellow Flash.
I'm good.
Buddies. Aren't you glad you went down this rabbit hole?
$3 Theater says, why are the conservatives the ones who always push explicit content with children? I mean, at this point, I hate to disagree, but it's kind of looking that way because, yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's not. It's just Jarbo. No, fuck that. Fuck Jarbo and his bullshit. It's not always conservatives. Why are you gonna make everything political? We're here fucking talking about Yellow Flash.
Wait. Stop yelling. Because they are conservatives. That's a fact, though, Tony.
No, in this instance, yes. But he said always all the conservatives. Like, if no fucking liberals ever been caught, how many fucking stories have come out of those liberals that go, we don't want children to be hurt, and then they get caught with all kind of CP on their fucking internet.
But here's the thing.
It's not mostly conservatives. It's mostly fucking sickos. It's sickos across the fucking board.
It is sickos across the board, but it does happen that conservatives are usually the ones that are always like,
no, it does
hold on,
not.
wait, can you let me finish? Why?
Because you're wrong.
Let me finish before you tell me I'm wrong. You don't even know what I'm going to say. Tony,
you're going to say mostly conservatives are saying that they're against that shit, and then they get caught with it anyway.
Yeah, they always talk about how they're not about
See, exactly. I knew exactly. That's not true.
Wrong.
There's a lot of liberals. No, it's not, because there's a lot of liberals that are on the Twitter. Okay. Hold on. Like you said, there's a lot of liberals on Twitter saying the exact same thing, and they end up getting caught with the exact same shit. It is sickos across the board. We do not need to assign political fucking ideology to this.
Tony,
this is how we don't stop. You want to protect children? Don't fucking assign politics.
This is what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm talking about, right? It's like the whole thing is, right? People in general always say that, but it is a true statement that there are a lot of conservatives who are, conservatives push it a lot. Like, they push it a lot, and then they're always the ones that get caught with this shit. It's not true, but it's not true, Saggy.
Listen, because, don't again, there was a whole bunch. Hold on. There was a whole bunch of liberals who were going after Gamergate people and saying that we were sickos and stuff, and they all got fucking caught with CP. It's all over the internet. It's not just conservatives, not just liberals. The problem is, if you make it about conservatives or liberals, you're going to get away from it. You're going to get into this tribal bullshit where I'm a conservative, so don't talk about my guys, talk about your guys, and you're going to be, I'm a liberal, don't talk about my guy. Just talk about, they're all fucking sickos. I don't care what their fucking politics are. I don't go, hey, sicko, what's your politics? Let me focus on that like fucking Jarbo does. No, how about we just say, this guy's a sicko, and that guy's a sicko, and that guy's a sicko, and fuck all them fucking
Douglas,
sickos.
We just told you, Yellow Flash and those guys are all conservative. We just said who it was. But anyways, yes, let's not get off track about politics.
I didn't ruin the show, Krazy Kat.
Okay, let's just get off the
playing the video anyway.
Let's get off the topic of politics. Anyway, so back to this Golden Eagle, whatever the fuck it was. So explain to me what the controversy was. So yeah, Yellow Flash used to platform, because it looked familiar. I swore I see that icon before. So this is somebody who was on the streams. They promoted it, and it's kind of along the same lines of redo of Healer, right?
So redo of Healer is more explicitly rape, right? And I guess this would be more of a what do they call that? Statutory rape, right?
I heard Raging Golden Eagle.
Hey, look, I'll share a screen. It's clean, so it's not gonna get you struck. But this is a.
I don't want any like gross shit on the screen, though.
It's not gross. That's what I'm saying. It's not gross. But these are the characters in the thing. as you can see.
Oh, I gotta blow it up on my end because I can't see. Yeah, we can take that. All right, the fuck off my screen. Take it off. Off. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm good. That made me uncomfortable. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah. No,
It only
thanks.
gets worse from there. That's from the
No,
original
thanks.
campaign.
I don't care if
They showed
that's
off
even
the-
tame. Like, that's just, no, I'm all set. I couldn't see. I was like, Susan, nope, take it off. I'm good. Yuck. No, thanks. Pass.
Right.
Fucking pass. Hard pass. No, thank you. Like I said, if you have to question it, no, thank you.
And here's where things are going to get a little uncomfortable. Because I'm scrolling through this. I didn't know
the
this.
whole thing. Because no offense, I don't want to listen to Vito any more than I have to.
Yeah, I knew you weren't gonna.
Vito. It's not about Vito.
So I'm looking through I'm scrolling down through this campaign, the original campaign. And it shows off more of the art, and it looks like Cecil's in this comic. At least has a cameo.
Yeah, no.
So I'm assuming that means Raging Golden Eagles probably was cool with Cecil at some point.
I don't know why these grown-ass men want to make these comics about fucking minors or people who look very young. Like, I don't get the appeal. I don't know why y'all are taking Comicsgate and deciding to use it to make these disgusting comic books. Like, just be normal. Be normal. Make a superhero that literally looks like an adult. Like, let's just do that.
Here's the problem, Saggy. There's no Comicsgate doesn't have like dues. We don't have to like pay entry fee. We don't have to like get a stamp or a little card in the mail that says we're Comicsgate. So anyone can say they're Comicsgate and then do crazy shit like this. It's like,
yeah, no, that's crazy. So what do you think about Lord Raptor Jesus not honoring his word? Are we surprised?
No, not surprised at all. I knew he wasn't.
I'm so disappointed in him. My disappointment.
Why would you be disappointed in him? He's a piece of shit. How could you? How did you have any sort of aspirations or hopes that he was going to do anything worse?
I give everyone a chance. I give everybody a chance. And unfortunately, here we are. Because, like I said, I mean, we've called Yellow Flash out.
He literally said one thing on your stream, and then I left, and then he immediately said something completely different as soon as he thought I was gone.
No, either way.
So how do you think that he was going to honor his word?
Listen, I gave him a benefit of the doubt. I gave him benefit of the doubt. That's it. Just gave him benefit of the doubt. I give everyone a benefit of the doubt until they prove me wrong. Until they prove me wrong. Wasn't a supporter of Comicsgate's wasn't a supporter of Comicsgate's own EVS. Was Ethan Van Sciver a supporter of Raging Golden Eagle?
No, Krazy Kat says Raging Golden Eagle was never Comicsgate. He had his own YouTube audience. EVS never had anything to do with him.
Okay. I don't know. Y'all educate me.
He was friends with Yellow Flash, and it looks like Cecil. I know that Sturgis and Homeless Larry and a lot of the Ripitards are always talking about his comic Blade Devil. It's not lolly, bud. It's a great comic.
I don't know. I'm looking at those images that you showed me. When I looked at them, I said, nope. It kind of looks sus to me. Like, I don't.
It's sus as fuck.
You know, it's funny because I remember when I was talking about the Vosh situation, right? And I remember making a comment about a lot of anime is pretty sus if you actually look into it, right? And I got a lot of pushback from Larry too. He gave me some pushback. It was like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, that was the most dumbest take you had. I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm literally exposing the fact that y'all have unknowingly consumed some sus shit for the longest time. Because I had to come to that realization myself. Again, watch a lot of fucking anime. I was a huge anime fan. I went to the conventions. I cosplayed as these characters. Like, go back and actually look at a lot of these animes. A lot of them are depictions of people under the age of 18. A good chunk of anime takes place in fucking high schools.
Here's the problem. Here's the issue, Saggy. And I know what you mean, but you're wrong, right? And that's the problem, because people will get you on that. They'll be like, "Oh, you're wrong." The majority of anime don't take place in high school or feature underage people, because what we see is like a small percentage of all the anime or manga that exist, right?
Tony, I'm going to cut you off because you're wrong. No, I got to cut you off because you're wrong. Because the most popular animes that are out here,
right?
A lot of them partake in high school. Sailor Moon,
I didn't disagree.
They were high schoolers.
I didn't disagree.
Sailor Moon, Usagi-chan, who was Sailor Moon, was 14 years old in a relationship with a reincarnated her prince who was 18 years old. He was going to college and she was still in high school.
I didn't disagree with you, Saggy.
But I'm not
you said
saying
the word.
but,
you said the majority,
yes, Tony,
and I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Yes, I'm not wrong, Tony. Go look at how many animes depict minors in high school. There's an alarmingly amount.
There is a lot, but even if there was 10,000, if there's 100,000 anime out there that exist, and 10,000 of them depict high school kids, that's still not the majority. That's what you're not listening. See, you always say these things, but you don't listen. The majority of anime don't have anything to do with children or kids. I mean,
okay, Tony, if you think so, because you know all about Japanese culture. You've literally invested time to understand Japanese culture and about the ages when they go to high school and all that. So you know all that, right? You know how old that these kids are when they're in high school, right? You know all that. You did your research and you know that's a bullshit. Because I know for a fact
about things I don't research.
I'm a weeb, Tony. I've spent many years wanting to go to Japan. I
used to watch anime when it was called Japan.
That's good for you, but I'm saying that a lot of anime, an alarmingly
rate. I didn't disagree with the word a lot. You said the majority, and I'm telling you,
there is a majority.
That's how people are going to.
No, I don't care what people.
That's how people are going to bust you.
It is though. It's not busted. It's not busting because again, you're talking about Tony. You're literally arguing with me. You are literally arguing me about something you admitted you did know. You don't really know. You haven't done.
No, research. I didn't. You said I didn't know. I didn't say I didn't know.
I know you didn't know because if you did know,
so then how did you just tell me that I said I didn't know? You said, Tony, you don't know. I said, yes, I do. You just said you didn't know.
The majority of the most popular anime. Yes, it is. The majority of popular anime
you're adding qualifiers. You're adding
it's not adding qualifiers. It's
you said
that.
Yes, it is. You said the majority of anime. Now it's the majority of the most popular anime. That I'll agree with you. But the majority of all anime is not set with high school kids or in high school.
Okay, Tony.
Pokemon's anime, and it's not in high school. Digimon is anime. It's not in high school.
But they're high school age, Tony. They're high school age.
No, they're not. They're underage. He's 10 years old. That's not high school age.
10 years old when he starts, but now he's like 13.
No,
he
never aged. I think he became 11.
No, he did age a few times. He's at least 13 now. Either way, my point being, Tony, is like I get your whole like semantics here about words. Yes, not every fucking anime takes place in high school. You are correct, but a lot of them are high school ages.
Yes.
Either way, my point stands. A lot of sus anime, a lot of sus popular anime. Like I said, Sailor Moon, Neon Genesis Evangelion, High School of the Dead, hell, even Demon Slayer.
I wonder what High School of the Dead takes place in.
Death Note. They start. Well, no, I think in Death Note he starts off in college. So I'll take that back. He does start off in college. But a lot of the animes that are very popular and known, and a lot of people praise and are fans of, are fucking depictions of kid. Dragon Ball. We talked about Dragon Ball, how they literally showed Goku's tiny little penis in Dragon Ball. And Bulma showing her panties to Master Roshi and fucking offering a child to see her panties for a Dragon Ball. Like, there's a lot of such shit that goes on in anime. So, I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing. When you use the words like the majority of it, that's why people will argue with you. I'm telling you, if you use the language properly,
thank you so much for the sticker, Eric. Appreciate you. Tony has a revelation about your revelation. He always wants to push. He always wants to argue with me. Anime
I don't want to argue with you. I want to help you get a better argument.
Can I read my comments though?
Yeah.
Would you like to read it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Anime is a very popular medium. Ghost of the Shell, Spirited Away, and the Animatrix, also anime, is far from kids' media. In fact, a lot of anime sexualizes young teenage girls, meaning they have adult themes. Right. But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing is what. But point of me even saying this was to tell the story before Tony just completely like derailed on that one. Is like when I made that take, right? People got mad, and I was just like, I'm sorry that I shattered the veil that we've all had over our eyes about how sus anime has been for the longest time, right? And then you have YouTubers like Yellow Fucking Trash and all these other people excusing it for some reason and acting like, especially the ones that are like really bad. Like, there's no way you can justify Redo of Healer. There's no way you could justify Redo of Healer as not being disgusting. Like, 100%. I'm sorry. There's no way. And this Raging Golden Eagle shit, like, that looks weird. like why is Comicsgate full of degenerate fucks?
That's a no. Again, Raging Gold Eagle is not Comicsgate, neither is Yellow Flash.
I mean, well, they tried
He
to
removed
indoctrinate
himself.
themselves. So he was, and he's not now.
Yeah, like I said, I can just if I say I'm Muslim and I blow up a building, you go, "Whoa, man, why are all the Muslims so evil?" And I go, "That's not how that works." Like anyone can call themselves Comicsgate, just even if they're a piece of shit. So we're not like responsible.
I also agree with that. I do agree with that. It's funny because they do that, and then again, it's another example of people who will cry foul and then do the same thing. Let's not forget when Yellow Flash was talking about how he was doxxed or people trying to dox him, even though he had some doxers that he was talking to, trying to, get information on other people, but for him, but like, hey, you know what it is? Doxing is doxing, right? All's fair, right? If you like the person. If you don't like the person, fuck them. That's what I mean.
That's always been the case.
I will say it's not even just Comicsgate. I think in general, any group of people or any fan bases, they all move the same way, but it only matters of who you like and don't like at the time. Yeah, what we're not gonna do, Boo Brancher, is justify any of that. Like, nah, we ain't gonna say that. Like, absolutely not. No,
I don't find Nerdettes.
not.
I hear everyone always complaining about Nerdette's voice, but I find it soothing.
Her voice isn't as bad as mine. Mine's is way more.
It's a lot better than Vicky's. Vicky's voice is terrible. I don't know how you think Vicky has a nice voice.
I think Vicky has a nice voice.
I don't know.
But also having an annoying voice does not justify being harassed and doxxed and stalked and like any of that shit. Absolutely not. Like, that's crazy. Let's fucking go, Tony Rock. Don't glaze Tony. Don't glaze Tony. Please don't glaze Tony. I mean, like I said, it's just one of those weird things. Why are people so hypocritical on the internet? And at least if you're gonna be hypocritical on the internet, at least own it. I've admitted I've been hypocritical many times. People call me out and I'm like, yeah, I was being a little hypocritical. Hell, I'll even acknowledge I'm being hypocritical and not give a fuck, but at least I'm owning it. Most of these people will be like, I'm not being a hypocrite, and here's why. Bruh, how are you gonna call out somebody for being sus and not call out Yellow Flash for being sus? That make sense. Oh, right. He's got like a 300 something sub channel. Oh, yeah.
But you would think that would be better for them. They'd get a bigger audience. There's a lot of people that hate Yellow Flash that would probably be like, all right, I'll watch a Lord Raptor Jesus call out of Yellow Flash.
I don't know.
I think
people that glaze Yellow Flash are weird. Like, y'all are weird. He's nobody special.
I think people that glaze anyone is weird. Everyone's fucking.
I mean, I'll glaze somebody who has earned glazing. I'll glaze anyone who deserves it. Like, if you're a decent person, you look good out there, you get glazed.
Nah. No one
doxing is not, David, doxing is not illegal in a lot of places, unfortunately. So, yeah. I mean,
it's the harassment that's illegal. It's not the doxing.
Yeah, doxing is not, unfortunately, illegal. It's because Yellow Flash is anti-Ethan, right? But that's the thing. Like, who cares if you don't like Ethan Van Sciver, right? Who cares if I don't like
Lord
Yellow
Raptor
Flash?
Jesus
Everybody
cares.
has a right. Everybody has the right to talk about it. But at the same time, it's just like, if Ethan Van Sciver was endorsing a redo of Healer, I'd have to call his house out too. Like, what are you doing, Ethan? No,
but you're missing what he's saying. He's saying that because Lord Raptor Jesus is anti-Ethan and Yellow Flash is anti-Ethan. If he attacks Yellow Flash, he's attacking an ally. He's attacking somebody that's going to help him take down Ethan. He's so focused on attacking Ethan that he'll allow Yellow Flash to hang out with him because that helps him.
Bro, if I had to ally myself with Andy Signor to combat some fucking shit fucking head, because it's the right thing to do, I would do it. Like, if Andy Signor called out another YouTuber that
he doesn't even have to ally with anybody. He just has to call out Yellow Flash.
I'm just saying, it's just weird that
it's not like he has to invite Ethan on the stream to be like, "Come on, Ethan, let's go take out." Yellow
But everybody's sitting here. It's like it's like a cult mentality. It's like a fucking hive mind. Like, why would you not call out Yellow Flash for something?
I just told you why.
4 hours
because Yellow Flash has a big audience. No, you're not. You
fuck his audience. Fuck his brain.
You're not listening. You're not. Let me finish.
Fucking racist, sexist, misogynistic piece of shit fucking audience, dude. Who cares about those fucking morons?
But you're not listening. The point is, He has a million morons that will help that will help Lord Raptor Jesus attack Ethan. That's all Lord Raptor Jesus cares about. He doesn't care about any of this shit. He just doesn't like Ethan. So if he can use Yellow Flash to attack Ethan, he will. He doesn't care about his audience.
That's a bad reason. That is the worst reason.
I didn't say it was a good reason. I'm just telling you the fucking reason.
That's the most stupid fucking reason. Never support somebody because they hate somebody you also hate. That's the enemy of my friend should not come to play when the enemy is doing some really fucked up shit. That's like going to Kim Jong-un and be like, you know what? I'm mad at BTS for existing, and I know you hate everybody. So, like, I know you hate South Korea.
I know you hate everybody.
I know you hate everybody. I'm gonna ally myself with Kim Jong-un.
That's just Lord Raptor Jesus.
Well, that's a damn shame. That's damn
you
shame.
must not have been around a lot. I know you pop in and out, so you probably
clearly not. But I had to call.
Clearly, he's acted different in the past with you than he's been acting in the last couple of years.
That's why he gets the call out. That's why he gets the call out. That's why he gets the call. Nobody can ever say I'm not fucking consistent with my fucking word. I told this man, you don't fucking call out Yellow Flash. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to call you out. So this is what this is. I don't care if I'm close to you. I don't care if I'm close to you, if I know you, or if we're cool. If you're doing some dumb shit, I'm calling you out. I've always told people this. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I hope you would. If I ever fuck up Saggy, I hope you're the first one to call me out.
Oh, I'll be the first one on that ass. I'll give you at least a courtesy call because at least I have your number, but I'm still going to tell you straight up, like, you doing some dumb shit, either make it right or I'm going to fucking use it for content, motherfucker, and call your ass the fuck out. Because ain't no way in hell. Everybody's sitting here giving Yellow Flash all these fucking passes for what? For what? Because he made fucking thousands and thousands of dollars of fucking using Johnny Depp and fucking Amber Heard's story? Because he fucking used Vic Mignogna to make fucking clout? Yeah, let me tell you guys. That's what y'all really want on here on these YouTube streets. You just want a bunch of fucking YouTubers who literally just tell you what you want to hear and not give a fuck about it. They don't give a fuck. You think Yellow Flash really gave a fuck about Vic Mignogna around that time? No. I really swear, I wish to God I saved those fucking screenshots from back then when him and fucking Tug and those other YouTubers were in there talking about, oh my God, this is gonna blow up our channels. That's all y'all cared about? Was blowing up your fucking channels? Not the fact that somebody got their fucking entire career destroyed by a bunch of SJWs, myself included. Let me tell you, that's what y'all really cared about? Mm-hmm.
Always. That's all they ever cared about. A lot of people, they ain't like us. They ain't got that integrity like me and you, Saggy. They ain't got those good intentions.
Your integrity is up for questioning.
How's my integrity up for question?
Because I said so.
What are you eating?
None of your business. A devil dog.
Because I can hear it. I can hear that.
I'm mukbang.
You should do a mukbang.
Oh, hell no.
I'll pay for it.
Okay, maybe.
What do we want to see, Saggy? Yeah, I'll buy you like six Big Macs is what we ate, so you can join us and you can eat 6.
I'm not eating 6 Big Macs. You got me fucked up.
That's what a mukbang. Do you think mukbang is just to eat a little? You got to eat a whole bunch of shit.
Okay, I won't do mukbang. I'll do food ASMR. Well, also slurp some noodles.
We could do that. And Lord Raptor Jesus doesn't give a fuck about Katie did. They just want to harass her for calling out Raptor's chat, false flagging Shane Davis way back. That's what's really bad. I think you're wrong, Krazy Kat. I know there's a shocker that I would say that. But I think it's more than that. I think Katie has ingratiated herself into Ethan Van Sciver's good graces. And so they can't take Ethan down, right? But they figure if we could, smear a little dirt on Katie, then that dirt might rub off on Ethan, right? If we can get Katie to look really bad, then we go, look, Ethan's hanging around with that Katie, and she's really bad, right? So that's why they do it, I think. It's more than just the calling him out. Look at this. Devil dog. She says, I don't have integrity.
So sometimes, Tony, I question it. I'm not gonna lie. I question it. I mean, I fucks with you. We're friends. We're cool. You're like the little brother I never wanted and wanted aborted, but here you are.
How am I older than you and I'm the little brother you never wanted?
That's the mentality.
That's just how men are. It's just That's all it is.
Like the little brother, I was like, Mom, why didn't you swallow? Dad, you couldn't pull out game is weak, Dad. But either way, now sometimes I'll question integrity as far as certain things, right? But when it comes to like integrity, like it's not serious integrity. I think sometimes you also a little clout chasing yourself, which is why you put up with certain people's bullshit as much as you do. Just saying. Just saying.
I'm a grifting, clout chasing maniac. Look at me. Krazy Kat says, but Raptor in his chat turned the heat up against Katie when she called out their false flagging and Shane. It's true. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I think part of it is definitely the association with Ethan, because Ethan kept saying he's going to give Katie a job and stuff. So
Ethan, like, give me a job. What the fuck? Ethan Van Skyver, I want a job. I'll work for you. You want a DEI hire? I'm right here, bitch. Hire me.
Tony is older than Ray. Wouldn't you be the Valentine's Day accident? Ray is. Ray's the little sister I never wanted.
Go fuck yourself. Sketchbook. Don't bring facts and logic into this conversation. We're not here for that. But no, like Ethan, I could be the DEI hire. Let's go, Ethan Van Skyver. I need a job. Hire me. I'll work. I don't know what I'll do, but put me to work. I'll be your personal attack dog. Oh wait, no, you already have that. You got that puppet show.
No, that's not his personal attack dog. Everyone gets that wrong.
I was making a joke.
But Tony. I was saying I've heard other people say that. Like, he's not on Ethan's payroll. Ethan pays him for the exclusivity and the first
Tony,
showing
you
rates.
were literally on the stream with me and Ethan Van Skyver when we had this conversation. I don't need you to recap it. I made a joke.
well, your chat might not know.
It doesn't matter. People are gonna think what they want. Nothing I say is gonna change anyone's mind. Like, anyone who likes Yellow Flash and is coming here to hear anything I have to say is gonna sit there and still suck off Yellow Flash. So it really doesn't matter.
Thank you, Krazy Kat. You get it. He understands.
I know, but I know you're autistic. That's why I have to cut across you, because you're doing the autism thing. I get it. I have to make sure we don't get too derailed like you always do. Like, Matt Jarbo makes a comment and you just go off for fucking 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just say it.
I don't like Matt Jarbo.
You need to do a Yellow Flash puppet show.
I was a Matt Jarbo simp, but then he turned on us.
What do you mean? Matt's fine. You just don't like his political stuff.
He was one of our guys. He was one of the. He's the leader of Gamergate, and then he turned on us.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He's not Gamergate anymore. Ask him.
The Gamergate's gone. What do you mean? Gamergate's gone.
Gamergate,
it's done. Gamergate's over, Tony. It's done. It's kaput. No, I don't need to let Tony speak. Douglas, you're lucky I let you speak still. Okay? You're lucky I let you speak. No, I'm just kidding. I like Douglas. I fuck with him. You need a recap. No, Beefy. We're not doing a whole recap. Okay, no, I'll do a recap. Here's a TLDR, Beefy. That's not true. Lord Raptor Jesus did not honor his word. Yellow Flash is still sus. And Gamergate is dead. There's your recap.
Still
Tony,
real to me, damn it.
Tony doesn't have a heart. I don't know why you guys are lying to this man, acting like he's got a heart, because he has none.
I really don't. Like, every once in a while, I'll feel like for a heartbeat, and I can't, and I get really worried like why I don't feel a heartbeat.
I'm still on this whole mukbang thing, so I can get some ramen today.
Today, like right now.
Yes, right now.
Right now. Shit, if you just text me your address, and I'll send you noodles right now. But you got to eat them. It'll be there like in 10 minutes. So you got to keep this stream going.
No, I'm not going to actually.
On stream, in your dress.
No.
And if the noodle goes down into your titty.
We got some burgers. We got some burger patties. Some amazing burger patties.
See, don't ever try to call my bluff.
I wasn't calling your bluff. I wasn't even calling your bluff.
Nobody cares about your simping. Let Tony speak.
Wow. Who am I simping for?
Matt Jarbo.
Who am I simping for? No, I'm not simping for Matt Jarbo. I was actually just trying to. I'm sorry, Lunchbox. I was trying to get employment from Ethan Van Skyver. Why are you fucking cock blocking my job opportunities, you asshole? I wouldn't need to go fund me if I had fucking employment from good old Ethan Van Skyver, because I know he'd pay me well because I'm the DEI hire, and he would have to pay me well because the last thing he wants is for my black ass to come out and be like, he's underpaying me because I'm black. See how that works? So shut your fucking mouth, Lunchbox. EVS like you always do. Why? What do you mean? I don't even simp for Ethan Van Skyver. I find him fucking psychologically fascinating. And I've said that to his face. You're a fucking simp, Lunchbox. How about that? You're a fucking simp. I don't simp for Ethan. I find him psychologically fascinating. I think he is an interesting character, and he intrigues me as far as his psyche. Okay, he's an intriguing individual, and I find him a fascinating specimen. But also, he has money, and I need a job. So there you go. It's not simping. I'm looking for employment. I have no idea what I would do for Ethan, but I'm sure he'd find work for me. Hey, Ray, have you heard of Eric July sicking his fans to make racist attacks on businesswomen for just asking a question? Wait, what?
Yeah, Yanzi Lin.
Who?
I'm giving you the tea. Yanzi Lin, Yanzi, Shane's wife, who is the co-owner, co-producer. I don't know how the business is run, but she's integral into the Nine Lives Comics business. She was asking Eric July some questions about his return policy and referencing the website and how it said one thing and he's saying another thing. And this spiraled into several people making racist attacks against Yanzi and saying that her opinion doesn't matter because she's Asian and she eats dogs.
Where was this?
Twitter.
Show me. Do I have to become an Eric July detractor? Because, like, that's fucked up.
I know. And he didn't call it out. In fact, John A. Douglas attacked Yanzi, and then Eric July immediately followed him afterward. It's really funny.
Oh, thank you, Susan. I just saw that. Thank you, Susan. I'm sorry I saw it late, but I just saw that now. Thank you. But, oh, my God. What? Damn, I might have to be an Eric July detractor.
Yeah, I told you, Eric July is not a good person. He's not the...
Well, that's kind of crazy.
Let me... Got to scroll through. You know, I didn't have it on hand.
That's
Krazy
wild. They said all that. They called her a dog eater and shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, here's John A. Douglas's comment. Let's get that one first. Since I found that one first. All right. So this is Yanzi. She says, so no one is inspecting the books when they arrive. No employee thought to check before they start shipping the orders after they noted the potential error before print. Yes, we have timestamps of the site change on archive.org, so good on you for that. And John says, I'm struggling to piece together what kind of relationship involves a guy's wife thinking more about his online rival than him. I don't see Eric's wife giving a shit about what Shane does. Is this some form of online cucking where Shane watches you bitch at Eric while he masturbates in the corner? And then afterward, Eric July followed John Douglas for that attack. Meanwhile, Yanzi is well known to be the artist for Nine Lives Comic. I believe she writes for them too. And obviously she's Shane's wife, so she probably owns half the business anyway.
So, like, she had an opinion and that warranted everyone getting mad at her?
Yep.
That's
and
crazy.
MSK, I don't know if you know MSK. He's the one that called her, said that she was a dog eater.
MSK did?
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Oh, my God. Why are people that I fucking know always involved in some fucking stupid fucking shit, dude? And that's crazy because MSK is a black man. How you gonna fucking say some racist shit being a fucking black man? That's like us saying, oh, what you gonna do? Go and eat fried chicken, watermelon, and some fucking grape Kool-Aid? Holy fucking shit, dude. That just made me fucking mad. Like, what the fuck? Yo, this Eric July fucking glazing. Like, listen, in the beginning for me, right? I was happy for Eric July, right? He spent a lot of time bitching about comics that he never read. Cool. He's going to make a comic. That's great. I support anyone who wants to make something, right? Regardless if it's good or bad, I give you fucking props for just doing it, right? But now we're at a fucking weird point where, like, this shit's getting fucking retarded. Y'all are grown fucking adults. Y'all don't act like adults. This is fucking stupid. Detractors. Well, it wouldn't have to be detractors if people could just fucking take criticism and not fucking get so bent out of shape about it. Like, it's okay if you don't agree with the criticism. I don't agree with all the criticism about me or other things, but I'm not going to sit here and fucking spurg out and go on a racist fucking tirade because somebody said something that I don't fucking agree with. That's fucking legit terminal illness. Like, y'all need to get off the fucking internet as much as you are if that's going to fucking be the fucking takeaway from somebody talking about asking a question and the comeback is, why is everybody who hates Eric July? Like, who cares? Like, why? The thing that's funny to me, too, is like, there are sometimes I would see this shit go on, and I'm like, even Eric July is not responding to this. Why the fuck are y'all doing it? Like, why don't you wait till Eric responds to something and then have a fucking take? Like, I remember when Eric responded to one of my tweets a long time ago, and thankfully it wasn't anything crazy because, like, I don't know, I guess how I worded it didn't come off as I was being attacking on Eric, right? But like, even then, you just see all the comments that he gets likes, right? And I get nothing, which is fine. I'm not worried about it, but it's like, dude, the fucking glazing. Like, Eric July can literally, you could tweet and say, I just took a shit, and he'd get like fucking 1,000 likes on it. That's fucking weird. Y'all are fucking weird. These parasocial relationships with these fucking content creators is getting to the level of like, what the actual fuck? Like, what the actual fuck?
You're telling me. So
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. What's it say? Can you read it to me?
It says, you are an Asian woman, so your opinion doesn't matter. Also, don't your people eat dogs?
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking gross. Like, I expect, dude, I don't know what. People change, man. People definitely change.
No, he's always been a piece of shit.
No, not when I was around.
Ever since I knew. I was on his show.
When did you know him? Because I've
like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's fucking wild. That's a wild comment. Now, if that was somebody saying something to him, being a black man talking about fried chicken and watermelon, he'd be fucking like, you know how many times people call people racist for criticizing Eric July? Y'all just don't want us black man to be successful. I fucking hate that shit. It has nothing to do with being black or white. Either you're successful or you're fucking not.
Saggy,
I've had people call me racist. I'm like, how the fuck am I racist, bitch?
Saggy, his fans call me a moist back.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
They love racism. They'll cry. I mean, Homeless Larry is a perfect example. He called me the N-word and called me a moist back. And I pointed out the fact that, they're racist. Look at these racist fans. Simply because they did the same thing. They cried and tried to say that Mersh was talking about what would Eric July's rap group be named, right? And they started throwing out a bunch of racial things, right? And so they said, hey, this is wrong. You guys are racist. They go, okay, but then you can't turn around and then use racial slurs against other people, right? It's what you're talking about, the integrity, the hypocrisy of it all.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Because, like, my thing is...
MSK says Yanzi should go work for Panda Express.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Way to send our people back there, MSK. Appreciate you. I'm pretty sure MSK is black, isn't he?
Yeah, he said to Shane, you married an Asian woman, so do you guys eat dogs for dinner or do you prefer cats?
That's wild. That's wild. But if anybody criticizes Eric July, right, they're racist. They don't want to see a white man succeed. Or a black man succeed, sorry. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. That's fucking
this guy has no audience. MSK can't get a fucking audience. He's had like 16 fucking YouTube channels. He sits there just looking at the screen with a fucking blank look on his face to 3 people watching him for hours on end. So I think we've given him more attention in the last couple of days than he's ever gotten.
That's kind of crazy.
Actually doing anything.
Well, it's funny because I had a friend, Master TDS, right? And I remember being there when they got monetized. I remember helping promote them so they can get monetized. And I remember like they were on Twitter complaining about like the new Percy Jackson movie and how they like made one of the gods a black girl. And the comment section was like, there was some like, this typical, oh my God, the black people are taking over type shit. Like the racial comments that they made talking about like things they didn't know was kind of like annoying, and it was like borderline racist. So I like made a comment. I was like, dude, why are you like letting this shit happen? And then I remember he got mad. He did a stream about it and he went on a fucking rant about me saying how like I lost a friend over it, and like I'm not the moral police. You know, if people want to be racist, I'm not gonna block their comments and then first it went he didn't see the comments. To now he doesn't care if he leaves a racist comments there. I'm like, I'm not sitting there saying like you're a racist, but it's like kind of really telling when you're just sitting there being as big as you are now and just letting that shit
Master
fly.
of TDS is a piece of shit that hangs around with Smash AT, so that does not surprise me.
I was just disappointed because, like I said, all these people I thought
you keep being disappointed in people that are pieces of shit that you somehow don't see it. How is it that I come around you, I go, hi, Saggy, and everyone goes, Tony's a huge piece of shit.
Well, here's the thing.
Hold on. About these other people.
Because in the beginning, first of all, I met all these people through people, right? So when I started YouTube, I met all these people through other people, and those people I'm cool with, right? And that they've not done nothing crazy, right? And they have shut shit like that down, right? Because don't forget, I am a black female. So when I go on these channels and streams, like there is a certain times where like I'm looking at these people like this is the type of audience that like I don't think I should be around, right? But like they check people, right? So it's like one of those things where when I go back to it, like before they were big, they were not like this extreme with it. Like, yeah, they were always against, like, they were always anti-woke, but they also did it in a way that didn't come off as like what it is now. So like, yeah, at the time, these people I cared about, I thought they were good people. And then when you say something as ignorant as, I don't care if the people can say racist stuff on my timeline or whatever, I'm just going to let it sit there. I'm like, right. But like, if I was to sit there and have people talk about how, you know, all these white people, this white trash, that shit doesn't fly for me. I block those people immediately. And I had their comments. Like, I don't want that shit associated with my name. I don't care. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's all free speech. Yeah, you have a freedom to say what you want to do, as I have a freedom to get it off my fucking page. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that type of ignorance is what bothers me about these people. It's like they living in an ignorant world. And I think, like I said, it's all because of clout. They all grow big, and then all of a sudden they change, and I can't stand it. That's why I don't give a fuck if I'm stuck here because I don't want to fucking, you know, give up my morals and everything I stand for just so that people can notice me, senpai. Fuck that. I'd rather be a fucking nobody who people clown on for not having a lot of people watching me than be a fucking sellout.
Me too. Hamida says, I remember your argument was Master of TDS content attracts the racist kind, and you didn't want to accept that. Shattered Knight, I'm going to disagree with you on this. Go ahead, Zaggy.
No, go ahead.
He says that dude on the screen I have no respect for. I know he has beef with Comicsgate, but he tries to provoke people and play victim when he gets called out. I'm disagreeing with the has beef with Comicsgate. He doesn't. He literally has no fucking... He doesn't care about Comicsgate. He doesn't care about fucking comic books. He's a piece of shit that needs attention to get any sort of audience. He has nobody. He's been fucking grinding around on YouTube for fucking 16 years, has no fucking audience, no one watches him, no one cares, no friends, nobody wants to hang around with him. He knows that if he just attacks Comicsgate, he'll get people like Sturgis and your fucking, Student of Gods and all those people will give him his little ass pants, and he'll feel good about himself for one more day, and he'll take that gun out of his mouth and he'll put it back in the drawer, and he won't fucking blow his brains out. That's all it's about.
Yeah, these people are just fucking wild, like legit wild. I just can't, man. That fucking racist
put on his
shit
screen, right?
Crazy.
He says, just wanted to make sure I say this. I am not sorry for the Asian joke I made that most of you saw. I am not sorry for trash talking jokes. If that offends you, then go cry about it somewhere.
Yeah, but if this was somebody that he didn't like, right? So say like Ethan Van Sciver made a joke, which Ethan Van Sciver has made those jokes about black people. Like let's like not like keep it real. Like Ethan's made those type of jokes before, and they would fucking clip it and be like, "Look how racist Ethan Van Sciver is." If you guys, well, bitch, if you can't take a joke, if you can't take racial jokes, then maybe you should get off the internet. Maybe you should shut the fuck up.
I think there's a difference.
Yeah, right. There's a difference because that shit had nothing to do with what the fuck they were talking about. But yeah, if you got a bounce, go ahead, bounce.
Yeah, but before I go, I'm going to say the difference is like if I make a racial joke aimed at nobody, that's different than if I make a racist joke aimed at a specific person, right? And that's what MSK did. Like Ethan Van Sciver goes, yeah, forget stop Asian hate. We'll just line them up against the wall and shoot them all. Ha ha ha. Right? Like that's a joke. Clearly, there is no specific target of that joke, right? It is the absurdity of saying something like that. Whereas MSK goes, you Yanzi, you this very specific person. Don't you fucking eat dogs because you're Asian, and also shut up because you're a woman and I don't want to hear your opinion. That's far from a joke and more of a I hate you. Shut up and I'm going to dismiss you.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
All right, well, I'm going to bounce. You go ahead and go back to calling out Yellow Flash. I know I derailed you. Krazy Kat's probably really upset. Shaking his fist.
Well, thanks for coming on and derailing the show a little bit.
Always. But yeah, Yellow. If you thought Lord Raptor Jesus was actually going to call out Yellow Flash, I got a bridge to sell you in New York, Saggy. Right?
Clearly. Well, that's what the stream's for. Okay, bye, Tony. All right, let's go back to regular scheduled programming. Also, I saw a comment. I hang out with Tips. Why are you bringing up Tipster? Why do you guys bring up people who ain't motherfucking? What was the point of bringing up Tipster? We've had the Tipster streams already. We've talked about my relationship with people. Like, I will say this. When I talk about people I'm cool with on the internet, there's a difference between people I'm cool with, and notice how I didn't use the term friend, okay? There are people who I am friends with, right? And people who I'm just cool with, meaning that I'm cordial with you. I got no issues with you. We talk on occasions. We might go on streams once in a while and hang out. But, like, I don't call these people my friends. Like, I would say Master of TDS, when he called me a friend, I was kind of shocked. I'm like, how are we friends? I barely have ever talked to you outside of YouTube stuff or Twitter. Like, we don't talk in person. We don't have each other's phone numbers, nothing like that. So, like, I wouldn't say we were friends. Were we friendly? Sure. But when it comes to, like, my friends, yeah, I have my friends. But at the end of the day, I've also called out my fucking friends numerous times. You guys don't think I called out Tipster? Oh, I'm sorry. People just wanted me to disavow Tipster completely and say, nah, I can't be friends with you no more because no, like, I will not not stay friends with you. If you break a law or you do something really fucked up, 100% I will not be your friend anymore. Having a bad fucking take, a really bad take on these fucking conversations we're having involving Yellow Flash, like, yeah, it's bad. It's gross. Now, notice, I have not called Yellow Flash a pedophile for liking Redo of Healer, right? You guys can think he's a pedophile. I don't think he is. I think he's just fucking stupid. I think he's fucking stupid. And I think he had a really shit take. And I think that my issue is, if you're going to have a shit take like that, you have no right to judge anybody else for having a shit take. That's where I stand. Because a lot of people just are ignorant and have really bad takes on shit. But I don't think somebody should be labeled, a predator because they're fucking stupid. Because they're absolutely stupid. And Yellow Flash, it gets no stupider than Yellow Flash for me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Yellow Flash is definitely one of the dumbest people I have ever seen on YouTube that I've ever had the displeasure of being introduced to during Weeb Wars. He's just fucking objectively a trash person. He really is. Like, what good does this man put out in the world? Like, what good does he put out in the world? Oh, but he supported Johnny Depp. So, supporting Johnny Depp did what? I'm sorry. Do people think that the court of opinion on the internet is a law? Johnny Depp didn't win his court case because a bunch of fucking YouTubers on the internet talked about his fucking case. Like, what do you mean? That's not what happened. That's the crazy thing about this. Like, people are praising YouTubers for covering the Johnny Depp story and just giving their opinion on it, right? Their opinion on it. And they made thousands of dollars, right? But what did they actually do to help help Johnny Depp's case? Nothing. You know what they did help? Their wallets, their bank account. That's what they helped. That's what they helped. And yes, Keffels, I'm not a fan of Keffels. And I don't care where Keffels is. Why are we talking about Keffels? I don't care about Keffels. But anyways, I don't really know what else there is to say, guys. There's a really funny bit in that video. Dick Master talk about Yellow Flash. And, oh my God, fine. Fucking fine. Krazy Kat, fine. 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 I'll go back to it and we'll watch it. Fine. You really want me to just play the clip? Let me see if I can play it on YouTube. Let's see if my computer will be nice. And then I'm going. Because I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, no, internet's being the computer's being stupid. Let's I'll play it on my audio here.
complaining about. It's infinitely worse than the people who go to me and they go, Vito, I can't believe you put your character in a sailor uniform. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're a pedophile. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come fuck your kids. What a pedophile. What are you guys streaming about today? Just my favorite child porn manga where a guy goes back into... You know what my favorite part of the Yellow Flash Defenders is? What? Is their explanation for why it's okay for Yellow Flash to call you a pedophile, and also his favorite manga or hentai is of little kids getting fucked, is that the kids in the story deserve it. Right. Because it's revenge. And I'm like, no. Because it's not real. It's not okay because they deserve it in the story. You don't understand that 14-year-old who's being raped is a really bad 14-year-old. And I'm like, it doesn't make... They don't. If Back to the Future 4 was Marty McFly goes back in time and rapes Biff Tannen as a 12-year-old, that would not be okay. That would not be deserving. It's a bully. You can't rape him, though. I mean, was he a bully because of that? Oh, man. There's a lot. Yellow Flash. Me oh my oh. I just realized that it's like hypocrisy all the way down. It's just like if you hate a guy, anything you say about him is 100%. It's lolly all the way down. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, and your friends can draw like little child pornography comics, and that's fine. That's cool. That's an appendix. But then if like a lady, dicks. That's what he's trying. That's what Yellow Flash is plugging. And then he goes, hey, Inuyasha. He's advertising it to kids. That's the same as fucking dogs. He's looking at Inuyasha. That housewife, though, she's a dog fucker. Yeah. Bro, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? She's looking at a dog fucker. Then you looking at this. What do you want? What? You're the one making up these rules. Digibro didn't call anyone a pedophile. You did. Right. So by your rules, Digibro doesn't say, like, hey, if you look at these things, you're this kind of thing. So that's why Digibro gets a pass. I don't care about any of it at all. It's the hypocrisy of being like, I am a moral, upstanding person. I can't believe this woman would look at Inuyasha porn. Hey, buy my friend's child sex comic.
I mean, right. That's. I mean, yeah. Basically, I mean, yeah. that's literally what Yellow Flash does. Yellow Flash is a hypocrite. He is sus. He is a liar. He deceives everybody and takes your money, and then he cries when he doesn't get what he wants, bro. That's all Yellow Flash. Like I said, he is literally, look up the definition of bitch. Tell me you don't see Yellow Flash's docs photo sitting right there next to it, because he is literally a fucking bitch. And you can't change my mind on that. You cannot change my mind on that. I would love to see, maybe we'll do a stream where we see all the people defending Yellow Flash and this whole redo of healer thing, because I'm curious to see what these people are really saying about this situation, or at least said about the situation, because Yellow Flash don't talk about it anymore. Notice how I haven't heard Yellow Flash talk about redo of healer. I'm sure he doesn't want to talk about it anymore because he already got fucking blown the fuck out. But man, that dude needs to be taken down a few pegs, because fuck Yellow Flash, fuck everything he stands for, fuck him. That's all I can say. Fuck Yellow Flash. I appreciate the stream, Ray Raptor, Yellow Flash. The rest of them have tried everything to destroy my life on the internet and in real life. Well, maybe it's time that people start looking at Yellow Flash and be like, that ain't right. I mean, we have been trying to call out that man for a very long time, and ain't nobody want to hear it. So I guess we'll just keep calling him out. I guess this is Yellow Flash's day of reckoning, because, like, fuck him. Fuck him. He's literally garbage, man. He's been garbage since day one. You know? Dude is a hot mess. And yet everyone fucking listens to it because we like Yellow Flash. He goes after the industry. He supports Amber Heard. He supports Vic Mignogna. He's calling out all this woke stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know, guys. I don't know about you wokey, you anti-woke people, but I don't know what part of Redo of Healer is an anime about raping children that makes y'all sit there and look and praise Yellow Flash. Do I have to keep putting this up so y'all understand? Because I feel like I need to keep putting this up so it really resonates in people's brains that this is the anime that Yellow Flash supports, loves, talks, and praises. And it is a story about little kids getting raped. Like, you literally. There's no, like, this is just us paraphrasing or sugarcoating it. That is what this anime is. Okay? There is no way in hell y'all can tell me that Yellow Flash got some fucking problems. So next time you hear Yellow Flash talk about anyone being a pedophile or anyone being sus, just remind him. Redo of Healer and this raging golden eagle remind him that these are things that he not only consumes but praises, guys, and supports and promotes. Next time somebody wants to say that he's not doing this, remind him there are clips that exist of him doing this stuff. Lord Raptor Jesus. So I'm gonna need you to either see it and say it, or you gotta stop saying fucking calling people out for such shit. Because if you're gonna call out Katie did, well, you better call out Yellow fucking Flash. Just like you said to Krazy Kat. If you're gonna call out Yellow Flash, you gotta call out Katie did. Bet it goes both ways. So Lord Raptor Jesus, this is your last call. Last call, sir. If you gotta honor your words, honor your fucking words. If not, then that's fine. But like, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna look at you hella sideways. Hella sideways. I'm side eyeing you right now as we speak. Because I'm just in such disbelief. See what happens when I try to give people the benefit of the doubt? They sure do disappoint me. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for today's show. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate those who donated to the GoFundMe. Pinned on the top of the chat. But I'm going to head out because I might, listen. Yeah, I'm smelling kind of ripe right now. I got to go take a shower, okay? Because I woke up and was like, what am I going to stream about? Oh, yeah, that's right. Lord Raptor Jesus didn't honor his word. So that's what I did. So with that said, y'all, thank you so freaking much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I just want to tell y'all that. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you didn't like this stream, make sure you hit that dislike button. Both options are engagement and help my channel. So make sure you choose an option. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you have been subscribed and you hate what I'm doing, you can always hit that unsubscribe button and kick rocks. But with that said, much love. We're gonna end on the Yellow Flash song. I need to make a new one because this one I liked it at first, but I don't like it now. So we're gonna make a new Yellow Flash song. But till then, you guys get the shitty one. Bye-bye.
Sipping black coffee in my Jay-Z do-rag. I don't know if I can say that. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow Flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow Flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow Flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow Flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Sipping black coffee in my Jay-Z do-rag. I don't know if I can say that. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow Flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his ass for the bag. Burning bridges, making foes, now they fighting back. Exposed on YouTube, now they say that. Yellow Flash ain't fast, he just talk fast. Flying out his